Welcome back. In this video, we're going to jump inside my computer and look at the drill down metric for the middle of the funnel, banner click percent at post level. So this is going to be looking at how well people are responding to the offers that you're making inside of your content. So we're going to jump inside my computer and I'm going to show you how to pull this and how to load this information into your dashboard. Let's jump inside and get started.
All right, guys, welcome back. So this one is going to be pretty darn easy. We're going to talk about how you're going to be pulling the banner click percentage at a post level instead of at the high composite of all blog posts, composite of all CTAs level. So let's jump into Google Analytics. And it's going to be really fast because we made those shortcuts when we talked about pulling the blog click percent for the sort of high level key metric. So if you didn't make those shortcuts, go back and rewatch that video really quickly. I don't want to dive into the same kind of meticulous step-by-step process twice. I think it's going to be way faster for all of us if we just dive into how we're actually going to go in and analyze this. So we're going to be looking at blog pages, and I already have another tab open. We're going to be looking at CTA clicks. So we've kind of got our two shortcuts open. This one is going to tell us how many visitors hit any specific blog page. This one is going to tell us how many people clicked on the CTAs we had on those pages. So we kind of stick those together and it'll give us our click percent. So let's say we're trying to diagnose the performance of our banner click percent. It's been a little lower than we wanted it to, so we're just going to dive in here and look at some common pages. See if we can figure out which pages are underperforming and which pages are overperforming or maybe performing where we expect them to. So we'll know what content we need to change the offer we're making on. So customer value optimization. This one gets a lot of traffic for events, and I think you'll see it gets a lot of traffic over here too. This is really digital marketers like pillar core post. So all we're going to do is drill down to look at the specific page. So add one more dimension or metric on top of your sort of existing ones. Include page, and we're going to look at the URL customer value optimization. On the next one too, so let's apply it. All right, so this post has had 25,477 visitors in the past month. And if you'd rather look at a week level, if you'd rather look at a year level, that works too. Just for the sake of kind of walking through this process, let's just take a peek at it. So we've got this number. Now we need to know how many people clicked on the CTA we've got in that post. So that's why we're going to come over to this CTA clicks report and basically do the same thing. We're going to add a secondary dimension that is going to only include the customer value optimization post. And when we do that, we see we had 1,236 total events. So we can just kind of quickly do that math. So 1,236 divided by 25,477. So this post is getting a 4.9 roughly % click-through rate. That's not so bad. We shoot for around 5% ideally. So we're pretty much right on track with where we want to be for this post. It's not that surprising. The offer is a great match for the post itself. We talk about this high-level business strategy that can help double your sales. And then the offer currently is the Double Your Sales 6-week mini class. So performs kind of how we would expect it to. That's a good sign. So, that doesn't really reveal anything too concerning, but we'll do one more example to kind of show you how you can use this to actually find problems. So I'm going to sort of throw myself under the bus here. This post I wrote called the 101 Best Email Subject Lines. This post gets a lot of traffic, right? 24,000 visits in the past month. So nearly as good as our pillar post for just total raw page views. But then we come over here and set the CTA clicks up to look at the same thing. And 67 unique events, 67 total events too. So we're just seeing terrible click-through on this offer. So we can just kind of do this math really quickly. So this post is getting fractional click-through. It's getting 3% clicks on the CTA. So that's kind of awful, right? Like, this is a post where we really need to dig in and ask ourselves, what is a good offer that we have that we could make in this post that is a sort of natural escalation of the offer? Because we're getting a ton of traffic. You know, if we had the same sort of click-through rate that we had for the customer value optimization one, so call it 0.048, we could be getting nearly 1,200 total CTA clicks, which is 12 times, more than 12 times what we were seeing currently. So this is a really, really good example of a place that we need to dig in, ask ourselves what a good offer we can make for people is, and kind of tweak the post around. Because right now it's not performing as a piece of content that's supposed to drive visitors from just being a regular visitor to becoming a lead. And you can do this with every single post you have, right? As long as you have these shortcuts set up correctly, where you're looking at all of your blog pages and you're looking at all the different potential CTAs that you have for any given post, you'll be able to go in and diagnose the health of any given article. So that's kind of the basics of this, looking at banner click percent at post level. And it's really critical. You know, in the strategy, we're really focused on turning people who have been site visitors into leads, then turning those leads into buyers. So when we're sending people to content like this 101 best email subject lines, we set ourselves up for failure because we're not giving ourselves the opportunity to turn people who want to see our content, are curious about what we're talking about. You know, you can see the time on page here is 6 minutes, but we're not turning those people into actual buyers, into leads. So we'll actually probably go back after this and talk about what CTA we'd like to use to actually turn these visitors into something more for it. Anyway, that's how you calculate the banner click percent at kind of a post level. So make sure you do that whenever you see your sort of content not converting leads as well as you want to. When you see the top metric banner click percent start to drop, it's time to dig in and figure out if you've got some lemons like this post really dragging it down. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.